Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Fletcher Piri. I'm an online tutor for MBA, Masters in Public Health, and Doctorate in Public Health, including providing support for assignments and dissertation. I'm based in the United Kingdom. My main passion is supporting adults achieve education and professional dreams. I have a website whose link is examsolutionprovider.com, where you can find more information about what I do, and also there are resources there that can help to support students who are studying online or distance. The main purpose of my presentation here is to present the book that I have written, which is aimed at supporting students who are studying for healthcare management, and they are at a proposal writing. Now, the title of the book is Using Previous Students' Feedback to Enhance Distance and Online Adult Learning Students' Success in Writing Proposal for Healthcare Management and Nursing. The basis of writing these books, there are actually a couple of them. There are also two more to be written, is that is based on my own observation and experience and belief that adult learners learn from mistakes made by other students if they are shown how to correct those mistakes. So on that basis, you realize that you will see that in these books, there are previous students' work, and then I have shown the mistakes that they have made and provided feedback on how to correct them. Therefore, students who were provided these materials, they were able to use the knowledge learned or acquired and then use it to improve their own assignments or their own proposals. Now, my belief is supported by Smona in 2009, who said, wise people learn by other people's mistakes, while fools learn by their own mistakes. Shinwad advises that learn all we can from mistakes of others, so that we won't have time to make our own mistakes. This was Shinwad between 1912 and 1997. Indeed, in my own observation through years of experience, I've learned that adult students who were given and read previous students' work with mistakes made and shown how to correct them, they made use of this knowledge to improve their own, which made their work improved and also made their chances of success very high. Now, this book has 9 chapters. So chapter 1 helps the student to understand how to choose the topic for their research, okay? Make sure that they are relevant for these nursing research projects. And also it discusses various techniques that are discussed, and the chapter concludes with samples of previous students' nursing projects with mistakes highlighted and how to correct them showed for adult distance and online students to learn from. Chapter 2 shows the students how to write the nursing research proposal or project abstract. And the samples of previous students' proposals are actually discussed, and the mistakes highlighted and how to correct them is also shown. Chapter 3 discusses how to write research aims, research objectives, and research questions for student proposed nursing research. It also explains how to demonstrate that your research is novel. The samples of previous research, student research aims, objectives, questions, and novelty are discussed, and the mistakes are highlighted, and students are shown how to correct these mistakes, through which they can learn and use this knowledge to improve in writing their own. Chapter 3. Chapter 4 discusses the methodology and the methods that will be used for conducting their research, proposed primary nursing research, and how they can justify their choices. Again, the samples of the previous students' methodology and the methods of primary research content are discussed, and the mistakes are highlighted, and students are shown how to correct these mistakes, through which they learn and use this knowledge to improve their own. Chapter 5 discusses the methodology and the methods that will be used for conducting this proposed secondary nursing research and how to justify their choices. I should emphasize here that the majority of the students, they are encouraged to do secondary research because it is quicker to approve and also it saves time. Primary research is much more risky, and the process of approving it, particularly by ethical committees, is lengthy, does take time. So which means they won't have enough time in order for them to get it approved and do their own research and then correct data, analyze the data, and then write their own dissertations. So therefore, they are largely encouraged to use secondary data or desk research, which means exactly the same. So therefore, focusing on this is very important. And now the samples of the previous student methodology and the methods of secondary research content are discussed. Mistakes are highlighted, and students are shown how to correct these mistakes, through which they learn and use the knowledge to improve their own. Let also may emphasize that this is the most important chapter. It does actually provide challenges to many students, including adults as well as younger ones. The reason is because this is the first chapter where you are applying your knowledge. So whatever you have covered, you have learned in class, or you have learned through studying research methodology books, you need to extract what is relevant to your research and use it in your methodology. As I said, this is very difficult or challenging for most of the students. So therefore, it will be worth reviewing what the other people had actually written, what mistakes they have made, and then how those mistakes could have been improved. That will improve or increase your chances of success in writing this specific chapter. Chapter 6 discusses how to manage the proposed nursing research or project. Again, samples of management strategies that previous students used are discussed, and mistakes are highlighted, and students are shown how to correct them. Chapter 7 discusses how to write the data acquisition and management plan for the proposed nursing research or nursing project. Again, samples of the previous students' data acquisition and management plans are discussed, mistakes are highlighted, and students are shown how to correct them. Chapter 8 discusses what are the outputs from proposed research and how will students disseminate them. Again, previous samples are shown, mistakes are highlighted, and how to correct them. Again, this is a section which many students find it much more difficult. Other students don't understand why, but probably the words outputs becomes problematic for them. So if you read this particular chapter, you should be able to understand, and also especially by looking at what mistakes other people or previous students had actually done, and then shown how to correct them. That should help you to learn and be able to use that knowledge to improve on your own. Chapter 9 is the final chapter, which shows the students how to write reference list, and the samples also are shown to learn from. Now, this sample list is very important. The sample list or the reference list, what you get is that each university is different. So therefore, you'll be guided or you'll be told some of the documents that you receive is assignment brief. Within the assignment brief, they should explain what sort of format your references should actually take. Now, formatting those references in the text, which is in the actual document itself, is different the way you format them in the reference list. The second mistake many students make, they think they can just copy a list of references from somewhere else and then paste them in the reference list. No, it doesn't work that way. The references that you put in the list, they should match with the references that are in the text, which means in the document. They should be the list of the references you have used in your proposal, not those which you haven't used. If you haven't used them, then if you put them in a bibliograph, that will be fine. But rarely, universities accept you to use both references and bibliography. They're more likely to ask you to use references. And then obviously they will tell you which format, although the common format is Harvard referencing format. But as I say, if you're looking at psychology, then it's going to be different. There's APA, which you need to use. So it's important that you check what is the format that your university or your college recommends. Okay, so don't use just your own for the sake of using it. No, you'll be marked down, and it's not good to lose marks just because of referencing. Okay, right. Now, so this is the book, okay, using previous students' feedback to enhance distance and online adult learning students' success in writing proposal for healthcare management and nursing. Now, remember that in some cases, students, they are given as dissertation, while in some others, they are shown as the projects. So depending which university you are actually studying. Others, they'll prefer to give you a project. Others will prefer to give you a dissertation. There are some similarities. There are very little differences. So this book will help you in both. Right, so where do we find this book? The book is found on Amazon in both ebook, on Kindle, and also hard copy formats. You can use this link, which will take you directly to the book, and you can read a few pages free. Its ISBN number is 9781-800-946-941. I encourage students to buy ebook because it's cheaper. And if you have finished your studies and you do not want to keep the book, you can sell it back to Amazon. So it's easier to do that. Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll find my book helpful. So I wish you all the best, and I'm really encouraged that those who have used already some of my books found them very useful. And I hope you will also find them very useful. And I wish you every success. Thank you. Bye for now.